Good afternoon, 1:25, 1:30 p.m. Wednesday, January 14th, possibly another day. 25 degrees to like 11 degrees, but that's what we do. I just want to show you guys, since you guys are watching, or passers-by. You inspire me to be here now. So, and for that, this is what you guys help me do. This is where I am. I'm gonna show you. And just like that, I'm outside. My little wall fortress, right? Okay. I'm gonna show you what I do, or what you guys help me do. Remember, we chopped wood together. It's not the wood, but it's the same principle, right? Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys some more. Come on, come. It won't hurt. So we got cakes and pies. Cakes. Help me set that up, right? But here I got on, I can last forever. So right. See how we do this. We're just chopping, so I just chop it up for a little while, alright? So, like so. I'm not here to talk. I'm not here to teach. So, just here to chop it up. But, how about presentation, alright? Need presentation, but we're out here. I got dirty nails. Forget to cut, forget to check. You want to see some fire? You can see some fire if you want. You know. You don't have to see my other face either. You just chop it up. Because that's what we do. We don't come to test each other, checking, and ridicule anybody to let them question their own sanity, right? Because that would just be disrespectful. That's kind of how I look at it. That's rude. I don't treat people like that. But I don't expect you to know either. But I do hope we all experience some lessons learned or being corrected. Because being corrected is what keeps harmony and respect in place. Honor, integrity, courtesy, generosity, the things that we don't do when we're being a beast. Like he who makes a beast of himself gets rid of the pain of being a real man. I mean, do we complain? Do we try to reason or make excuse or talk our way out of things? But why? Because I know that when I did that, it was because of the way I felt. Unmotivated, uninspired, didn't know what was wrong with me in my core or in my mental state. Depression, but then not knowing the details of myself, like identity, or when I was born, what type of person, There's this book called Earth Medicine, and that's one of the books what do you call it? Not promote or nothing, just I would read it. And the Lakota way, it's like Proverbs, so they're stories, they're good stories. They don't talk like scripture, but just, read it in depthly so you can get the profound experience. A satisfactory example that makes logic and common sense is practice to figure things out. Comprehension and your cognitive thinking cognitive thought. Sometimes it's not just a word and a definition. Sometimes it's breaking it down, elaborating. Sometimes it's examples. Sometimes it's practicing either a gesture like prayers, and you gotta gesture too. You can't just think it. You gotta actually fearless. And whenever needed, do it without external expectation of, like eyes on you. When you start thinking if somebody's looking at me, and then you fall off train of thought, that's how sensitive, because that's why we're sensitive. Because we can balance that, center that, ground that. So how you do that? But I'm not a teacher, I'm not a listener, but I listen and I reach for a conclusion, knowing that it could be incorrect, but I do my best. And we need to keep learning that, because we keep taking the good out of the bad, because we have to, we can, we should, we would, if we were smart, so if we had intellect, if we were intelligent. So, be it. I would. I'm worth it, aren't you? I think you're worth it. That's why I'm here. Saying you are, and I'm just nothing. I'm just a person. I'm just a geek with the camera, with no crew. Oh, but I work hard too. Very hard. More than 3 people. When I want to. Get blasted so I can bring my dog back in here. They're warming that little doghouse over there. I just spend the night with them every night. All shapes and sizes or forms. Some dogs are just worth it, You're worth it. Want to be my dog? You could be my homie. You could be my friend. You can ride this out until the bitter end. Don't need to cut that. Anyway, when I want to do all this, I'll show you how to do this. Yeah, it's done. Alright, wait a minute. Oh no. What we doing here is this. Put that like that, and then hoo-ha. Sorry for that. Oops. I don't need to cut that one. Fixing toys. I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to try. Yeah. Never mind. Him's too tough. He's got toughness to him. Okay. But the other thing was the other thing. But I fixed that thing, and that thing's over there. Okay, that's what makes sense. Okay. But otherwise, brain. saved my life. Fucking hammer might hit me. Oh well. See? That's what we did. Those are big ones. Those are big ones. Alright. So, that did that one. Did that. Did that. Did that. What else we do? Okay. Did that one. And then these things. Oh. That thing. Those tend to be broken down as they go along. Or if the coals get lower. But I'll decide accordingly. If those of you who are not here, let me tell you something about YouTube or technology. At first, YouTube was built as a weapon because they know we're not bright enough to think about mind and hand coordination. Because if I haven't done anything and I try it, like everything from here to here is gonna feel dumb. Like, what the hell, I never done this before. So that'll be like your memory glands, memory muscle, memory, signals, whatever, coordination, hand to where I've never done it before. But then when you start doing it, like if it's a repeated process, then it's just like you're a machine. Oh, hand goes on this way, I grab there, grab that, turn that, bam, yeah. If I had done that, oh, I'm getting more accurate and it's easy. So now I'm just, yeah. So, but the part about it is not what we're not thinking about is when I need it. When will I need it? Oh man, when I really need it. When I really need it is when a catastrophe, a tragedy, or a end of the world scenario. Who's going to keep the electricity running for you? So all the information that's getting written is now being put on a digital database. And we think it's going to be there. Who's running it? Who was running it? So, but this is why our culture was taught to be, proficient and given more than we take from the land. Don't overcrop, don't overhunt, don't overfish your rivers, don't overpopulate what your lands cannot provide for the amount of population your mouths have to feed. There's bloodlines and population, but the chief ran the tribe. So that's why they had fixed marriages. But I need stronger, I need more thinkers, I need more tinkers. So bloodlines are genetics. Even if you're taught something, it's still genetics. Fuck, we're taught to booze, excuse my French. But, it's still genetics now. But past that is when we need to use this information. We think we're going to turn on to YouTube. YouTube is run by digital. Digital is run by electricity. Electricity is run by wire. We're going to be out in the woods. You're going to be running. If anything went down, your relocation being chased, civil type of, but at the flip of a switch, it could be turned off. So when you're out there, where's YouTube? Oh, it's running on batteries. It has to, recharge itself. But Nikola Tesla was trying to transmit electricity through the air molecules, the static electricity, electric universe, electromagnetism, energy. I'm energy. You're energy. We're all energy. The earth is a star. That's energy. how are we staying warm? You know, well, we live on the crust of biological, never mind, the rocks, the energy. Misuse of energy. Okay, dark ages. But anyway, so now we're in an era where the discipline's gone. The era of tranquility, harmony, survival, instincts, respects. Now it's all about sugars, addictions, habits, overindulgences, excess of use, abuse of the excess of what is here. But in the future, it will get better because of what we are today. The past don't make us who we are today. Today makes us who we are tomorrow. And all that we're fighting between each other, drop that. That don't make no sense in the long run. Why do I hate? I don't know. I don't even really know why. Ask yourself, why do I hate that guy anyway? That's a self-inventory. Self-check. You know, re-inventory your life to what was prioritized, what's important. What's important? Oh, the more, you know, like, okay, children or family or price of something, wants over needs, priorities. What can I? What am I aiming for? Oh, I don't even know who I am. You gotta look for who you are to know what you really like and what you're not scared to, you know, be proud of what you like in front of people. Because that is where you start forming yourself to what your external validation through them. Oh, they won't accept me if I don't like this kind of project or you know, hobby. I'm gonna like it because I'm gonna be accepted. I want to know they got all the information. I was like, well, they're just keeping it to themselves. What types of groups of people will keep their information to themselves and using it against you? What type of people are those? You want to be part of that? You don't want to be part of that follower? Yeah, that's why I quit following. I wasn't afraid to be hated, scared, or labeled as crazy. But I was proud to be looking for myself, finding myself, not having any expectations for anybody else. I got to be me. I got to be proud of me. As I still made mistakes and kept doing that, you know, I knew there was still me. I still existed. I'm still here. You're still here. I don't know where I'm getting at. I want to find out. Look, you guys like my Boston University? You guys pretty good. What's this look like to you? Lungs, right? You can find little tubes for the petrification lungs. I don't know who they are. It's just the thing I found out. I think, oh, there they are. Look, see? Now, if you know anatomy, or you know, see those holes? Yeah, those used to be where the lungs, and you have areoles, but you know, it had more. But the size of it, I kind of think, I wonder. You know what I mean? I wonder. I think that there's a dogma in each education. I'm just kidding. Yeah, there is. But anyway, how long am I doing? 1903. It's a long time. It's a, you know, you just gotta look at the history and the timelines. You know, it's fun when you start researching and learning. I mean, I started looking for my own identity, right? One thing about fires, you don't just sit it there. You know what I mean? Poke it, prod it. Yep, see? These can have vents that go up and over or something, or go through and into under little pockets. Because when you make pockets of air and heat up, it's warmer. It's a big ass garage, but I live here. Never mind, you know, why my predicament is. This is all I got. It's me, though. There's no problem because I know too much. I know more than others, and I'm happy with life. Content. I'll just lose myself if I want more or if I gain more. Been in isolation mode for like a long time. Anti-social because I don't know, a lot of y'all will relate to what I have, relate to what I've gone through. It's the same as what y'all went through, and why some of y'all just said heck with it too. Because it got more chaotic. I'm 44 years old. Remember, every every generation repeats itself. If you don't know your history, history is bound to repeat itself. And every 20 years, a recession. Every 20 years is about a generation. But now, every 10 years now, it's getting shorter and shorter. It means we're getting more and dumber and dumber. But, like, you know what? Internet has only been here since '94. Wi-Fi has only been here. Oh, cell phone in the glow color. 2000. Calculator mode to Indiglo to 2000 was the Indiglo, the blue and the green. The green from going to do some wicked blue or aqua blue or just blue. Then what? 2003 was a smartphone. 2004 was Wi-Fi. What? 2024? That's only 24 years. I mean, like this, the computer, Ataris in 79, 80 to 90 to 2000. That's 20 years old for me. 2024, another 20 years old. We're not going nowhere. We're still stuck in the dark ages, literally. Still. I mean, call it advanced tech, but we're still better off without it. You're going to bring this tech to God. Hey, I'm using this. Hey, I'm doing that. Hey, can I bring this? Oh, what the hell? You know, 80% of our lives without God. That's why we got lost. Love y'all. Peace.